the road. We'll wait for a few people to join. Hate this new fucking live setup. It's bullshit. I'm gonna turn the TV off. I'll wait for some people to join. Alright. YouTube Live is just horrible now. Holy crap. Alright, for some folks to get here. Make sure the chat is viewable because I know it lets it disappear every now and then. Okay, it looks like it works. Wait for some folks to join. I guess if it doesn't get out, I guess I'll try again. Light is horrible. I see why I don't do it that much. Alright, I get some people now. Alright. Hey, hopefully the notifications went through because YouTube Live sucks ass. I honestly hate doing it, but I figured come on for a little bit, probably about 30-ish minutes. Maybe I'll show you guys this place. And yes, the title is I Am in Virginia, not in the more common parts that most people probably think. But yeah, I am in Virginia. Alright, I guess we'll do a quick room tour. Obviously, I did a room review of this, so I will do so. I obviously will upload that separate. I don't know when though. Probably early next year, as it's looking, unless I maybe reduce down the content. So, because I guess I'm stuck going out to like February now. It's crazy. Which is a good thing, considering that my new schedule is a crapshoot right now. Alright, I guess we'll go ahead and start. So here is a random chair. And as you guys can tell, I am staying in a more historic looking hotel. So, I'll leave it at that. And I will tell you, this is a tiny ass room. So, there's the door, and there's a Coke can, and there's the bed. This is a tiny room. I got a traditional quote-unquote room. What? Yeah, which one? I hope you ain't talking about the Vandal, because that boner deserves no attention. I don't understand how the fuck that guy's not in prison, honestly. We got a mini fridge, and this thing is tiny. I can barely fit my bag in there. It's a Walmart microwave. And this isn't just a full-size bed. I usually get like a king. That's fine, though. Actually, a little bit chilled. So, I guess there's not really much of a view out here, by the way. It's just the view of, like, the bottom roof. Yeah, there's not much of a view. It's getting dark now. Oh, I guess you guys have been waiting for this one. Alright. The fact that guy has never gotten arrested just drives me fucking nuts. Like, that guy just... I'm not going to talk about it, but he makes it so obvious it's him. It's not even... It's just ridiculous. So, we got this nice little sink here. I prefer to not talk about him anymore. Just thinking about it just pisses me off. Yeah. Thankfully, it's not. It's just a mirror, thankfully. It kind of looks like that at first, like, what the hell? But, yeah, here's a basic bathtub. Pretty standard. And here's the toilet I'm putting up with tonight. This is a Kohler Pennor Ingenium. This is basically just a Well and a Highland. Obviously, this one is Wellworth on just some slight fancy tank. There were a lot of these in the 2000s, and I don't know why. Honestly, the one thing I don't get is why does the flush on this particular Wellworth bowl just cut off so short? Because The Highline versions actually go extend the flush as long as you hold down. The siphon is pretty much infinite as long as you have water. So it's a little bit probably one of the more lackluster ingeniums. Well, outside of the obvious like one-piece ones, which those are not very great. I guess I'll show you guys around the hotel. Let me make sure my AirPods work. One moment. Where the hell are they? Oh, yeah, here they are. Alright, getting them on right now, and there's not really much to this place. I'm going to try to keep it undisclosed for now, so I hope you guys understand. There we go. Alright. I will show you guys something cool though. This does not have a traditional, like, key card reader. So actually the way to get into the room, you have to turn the key. I don't think I'm going to be riding the elevator. It's just the Otis hydraulic with Series 1. I still need to film that, but I think it will probably interrupt the signal. The signal's not great here, but I kind of find that kind of cool. You obviously have a fake skeleton key as well. Pretty cool. Here's a stairwell. Hopefully it wasn't a drug tale, as I call them. There's a rundown shitty motels like Nights. If you know, you know. But stairwell up here is definitely special. Definitely tells us a little bit more old school. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that stupid compilation I made. I just did that for fun. Insanity. Wasn't it like a 4th generation cadet or something like that? Or am I misremembering? Don't ask me why just random ass woman's rushing down here. I don't know why. There's like a little lobby area. I guess we'll take a quick look outside. We're in the downtown area. Hopefully this doesn't spoil too much, but I'm definitely not going to be walking at night. I don't know how bad this area is. Don't ask me, but there's just like stuff in the bathrooms. There's another restroom with more Borderas. It's from like 2004. That's weird. That definitely looks like a shredder. Goodness gracious. Alright, one moment. Oh, shit. Oh, Bristol. I know that. I actually passed up that area earlier today. You know, if you know where to look, you can find some very interesting stuff in the Bristol area. I found a couple of highlines. So. Ballroom area, but it's closed. It's a little outdoor section, which is kind of cool. So, get a little nice time area. Maybe we might chill out here a little bit, but just for a little bit. Still feels a little humid, which is weird, but it's kind of an overview. Asian. Oh boy. We'll look up and there is a little bit of the place. There are a bunch of crickets nearby. It's 9 o'clock and it still feels humid out here. The humidity has just been a pain in the ass. Oh god, oh lord. The Hard Rock Bristol has those on the roofs and they are fucking awful. They suck. Would not recommend. Ugh, yeah. Yeah, it's terrible. It just sucks. Ugh. A little cramped. A little tidy out here. I don't know why. Okay, it's just a pointless notification on my phone. Yeah, I probably won't be live for too long. I'm kind of worn out and I'm kind of ready to hit the bed, so I'll definitely be sure to review that, the Penor, it's called. I don't know, that one is just not as good as some other Ingeniums I've seen. I think it's just that particular Woolworth bow. If it was like a Highline bow, definitely would be a lot better. Well, interestingly, they just used the Woolworth and Highline bows, and they also have like a skirted version of the Ingeniums. As far as I can tell, there isn't much different between those. Just a skirted version and a non-skirted version. It's weird. Kind of wish I got an 88 one. Probably would be better in a standard situation compared to that. Because I know the Highline ones are probably the best ones you can get. At least in terms of functionality. The Woolworths, it really depends on what area you get. Alright, I guess we'll head back in. There's another sitting area up here. Yeah, here's a little classy little room. Oh, it feels much better in here. I like how there's a checkers table. Oh, the ass there and all those. Yeah, know what you're talking about. I don't know if I want to trust these couches or not. There's like a little chessboard. And these look a little bit more durable. Kind of like the classic feel of this place. It's interesting. I'm only staying here for one night though. I'm going to be gone tomorrow. And hopefully I get to do a little bit more tomorrow. I didn't do much today. So it's just a little tiny chill room. You can play chess. Is it book that? The Jazz Age. Okay, interesting. Don't know what that is. Maybe another game. Looks like it's some magazines over here. Yeah, so right down there is a little ballroom. Right here's a boardroom. There's nothing going on in here. They're pretty meh. I've seen them hold up better than high trash piles, which is freaking weird. I've seen it a lot. Crazy. I guess we'll go back to the room. There isn't much to do here, and there's someone on the lobby, so. go back up. For those wondering, that key card is when you get locked out, because they lock it up at around 11. So you use that key card to get in through the front door. You can access it from the side or the back. Man, it wasn't really long at all. I guess we could chat a little bit, I guess. There's not really much to do at this hotel, honestly. Funny enough, I seen the complete opposite. The only thing I will say, the light versions have horrible bull runs. There's no arguing against that. But oddly enough, I don't ever recall them seeing clogged. At least the light versions. Very, very weird. Considering they technically have a smaller opening than the one polycloggers. There's not really much to do at this hotel, is there? I'm just staying here for really the interest factor. This thing was interesting, and the price was cheap for tonight, but not for Friday or Saturday, so I'm only staying here one night. This may be a pretty short live, I don't know. I'm just ready to go to bed, honestly, but stay on for a little bit longer. Try to, at least. I'm not so sure if I'm going to do another live stream this week. We'll see. But yeah, tomorrow I have plans to check out a certain place I've been wanting to check out for a little bit. Well, especially the Barbarians have been wanting to check out. It's somewhere in Virginia. I have never had good luck with those kissy crabs. It's just the amount of times I have to flush this is crazy. It's not even really bad. Well, it is kind of crappy bowl clutch, but it's like stuff getting stuck. It's crazy. Sometimes I just realize how tiny this freaking room is. It's like there's just not much to it at all. It's just this little rectangle. That's it. Hopefully the bed sleeps alright. I checked it, it's mostly clean. So I guess there's that. And at least I do have a microwave and a fridge, so that way I can keep my beverages cool. Oops. Well, nice to know that the chat works. It's a bit satisfying. I won't mind. At least it's not like the ear raid trash pile moment. There's nothing satisfying about the flush on the high crest. But I've never seen anything good about those. Yeah, this might be the quickest live stream I might have done because I'm just ready to get a shower and go to bed. But honestly, I didn't even really do much today. It's just mostly a little bit of driving. About maybe 2.5 hours, like total. Well, probably longer than that because I hit some like random parts of Tennessee. I checked, went back to Kingsport and had to check on that building with that manual. It's still broken. But I did get some review clips considering that I don't really have time to do that anymore. So I'm kind of glad I do have like a backup of like over 50 or so potential reviews I could do. Some of them I like to do a little bit later, but some I'm kind of like, okay, let's do it now. Like I think this Ingenium, because it's basically an Ingenium but slightly downgraded. So yeah, so I'm trying to knock some of these reviews out, and we're getting close to 100 reviews, and you guys voted for the 3.5 gallon 88 Cadet, so that will be it. I'll probably make that members only a week before it goes up. We'll see. Are you referring to like the new CT 725s and 28s? I've only seen a CT725, and well, it's interesting. I don't know how practical it really is, but that's something I gotta test. Oh, okay. I actually don't mind those, but I guess if you got like terrible situations, and I'll be frankly honest, I don't like most hand dryers. I think most of them suck. There's only like a few I like, but not too many. And I'm kind of indifferent about some. I'm trying to remember the last time I used one of those hand dryers. It's been a while. I think the last few I've seen were like an Aruba. Because I'll tell you what, if you're a hand dryer enthusiast, you will like Aruba's assortment of hand dryers. No, you probably won't see a lot of Exia Rapers or anything like that. You'll get like the DB knockoffs and all that stuff. I'm trying to think if I've seen some Dyson V's or something like that. Well, I think. Honestly, I put up with a Drake 2. I didn't really care for it, but I didn't think it was horrible. Those regular Drake 2 are pretty shit though. Though that's something I need to experience because I don't ever see them, and if you guys see it, I've seen constantly clogged. But yeah, the Drake 2s ain't the best toilets. It's kind of interesting. I think it's pretty meh though, because I had one in my room. It was like it was pretty whatever. Obviously, if you hold down the handle, if you press the release, it's going to be horrible, which is to be expected considering that the flapper closes way too early. And honestly, the other Drake tornado flushers are not much better considering they have those shitty proprietary flush valves. So that doesn't help. So. So I know you probably none of you have mentioned this, but I have mentioned in my what's it called? My brain is so fried tonight. The channel post, whatever, community post, that I do have a 1924 Douglas Gloria. So I bet some of you probably are wondering when is that video going to be released. It's not releasing tomorrow, but it will be releasing Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you want to get first dibs on looking at that video, you can. No thanks. But anyway, that Douglas Gloria video will be out on Saturday this week, so you don't have to wait much longer. Just maybe at least 2 days before that video comes out. I think you guys will enjoy it. I did get to flush it, and I do have unrealistic performance test videos coming out, but I think it's going to be a few months from now, considering that I'm already kind of backed up. But I found a way to put it in, and you guys will be surprised how ridiculous that thing is with those tests, and not in a bad way, thankfully. I'm sick of freaking washcloth permacloggers. Which, to be fair, those things it's kind of a stupid test anyway. But at this point, I just do it for fun. It's just kind of crazy, like, the original 4 toilets and the Rheem Richmond Empress are like the only thing that can take a washcloth. Everything either just clogs at the opening or just permaclogs because of like wall trapways. I'm still shocked my 6th generation fell that miserably. But anyway, if you guys are waiting for that Douglas video, it will be out Saturday. Yeah, again, I don't really take those tests seriously as much anymore. Same with CP tests. I don't care about those anymore. I'm glad I stopped doing that in 2022. So I guess I still occasionally do them, but nowhere near as much. And I really only do it with things I know that can do it or things I haven't really tested. Which, fun fact, I didn't even test it on the Douglas because I knew it was going to pass. It was pretty a no shit Sherlock moment. And also, I don't want to clean up another freaking mess. That test is messy. That's kind of why I'm trying to do it less and less with some of these tests. But I think we'll hop off the stream in like the next few minutes. If anyone wants to mention anything, I go ahead because I'm ready. I'm ready to hit the hay and get ready for tomorrow. Let me clear this time off the microwave. Yeah, I don't really like doing a lot of night streams, but I decided to do it after the video premieres, just to say what I've been doing. There's a toilet I am looking at getting, but we'll see if I get it because honestly, I have the shed that I have them in is way too full, and I actually have like 2 outside. Soon to probably be free, honestly. So I need to watch what I collect. I'm sure the main thing about my collection now, and I mentioned this maybe like once or twice, is that I'm looking for the toilets that are the most interesting, the most rare, and the most unique. Like anyone could buy a 4th generation cadet. Anyone could buy, literally any like modern color or whatever. Anyone can buy, like something simple like that, like a 5th gen Walrus or anything like that. People could buy that stuff. I try to limit my collection to be more unique. Now, I will occasionally make some suggestions, like this particular one I'm looking at is like an exception because I kind of need it for a real purpose and maybe a possible replacement for one of my toilets. But I'll describe that if I do get it. I'll more likely make a post on it too. I know like the quote unquote class 6 ones are a little bit better, but the every other factor has not been great. But I think I'm about to. It really depends on the seat. I don't really like putting up on if I don't have to. I'm more of a long guy. It really depends on the seat. But I think I'm going to hop off. Any final comments? I'll give it another 3 seconds and then I'll hop off. I didn't really need to get some other drink. Some people have weird preferences, which can be understandable, especially if you're like more disabled. Round toilets are really not convenient for some folks. So, yeah, I mean, I apologize if this stream was kind of boring and simplistic. Hopefully, I can do a better one when YouTube doesn't make live suck. Setting up the stream was a pain in the ass, and it was like that last time when I was in Georgia. So, hopefully, I get to do more. I guess I'll flush the Panora with a pull up and release, I guess. Flush is also a little bit inconsistent with this one. It's weird. But I guess I'll go ahead and hop off the stream. Hopefully I can do a more interesting live stream the next time I do one, which frankly I don't know when. But I hope you guys have a good night, and I'll see you guys some other time. Thank you for joining.